Most people think that ChatGPT and AI tools just don't work that well, but the truth is it's not the AI, it's the prompt, which means it's you. And it's not your fault because there's not really anyone, this is not taught in school, and there's not really anyone who teaches you how to actually communicate with AI. Now, just like you learned English, you need to learn AI literacy, which is basically how you communicate and how you get AI to do what you want. Think of AI as an employee, right? If you don't give an employee good instructions on what to do, the employee is not going to do a good job. And that is the same with AI. It's like if I told an employee to go make me some food, but I really wanted a beef Wellington, right? They won't know that unless I communicate that. And if they're not experienced, I'm going to have to actually create a document or explain to them how exactly to make a beef Wellington. And so I think that there's a lot of people who get frustrated, and me included, because I just didn't know that, hey, you actually have to put some time into communicating and getting AI to do exactly what you want. There's actually a 4-step framework that I'm going to show you. And this isn't just me blabbing out of my mouth. This is actually a 4-step framework that the president of OpenAI posted. Step number 1 is you need to have a goal. You need to tell it what do you want it to do. Because if you don't give it a goal, just like if you don't give employees goals to hit, they're not going to have any clear direction and they're not going to understand what you're asking. So you need to set a goal. Number 2 is you need to set parameters in which you want the answer to be given back to you. If I want the answer to be 100 bullet points, I need to clarify that. If I want the answer to be 3 paragraphs, I need to clarify that. If I want the answer to be in Spanish, I need to clarify that. Number 3, you want to add warnings. Now, these are basically telling it what not to do. If I were to tell an employee, hey, make sure you turn off the oven when you're finished cooking, you want to treat it like a 3-year-old, right? It's not going to know a lot of things not to do. It's going to try what it thinks it should do. And sometimes it's right, but it's still really new. And it does something called hallucinating. Hallucinating is basically where it just lies to you. AI lies a lot. And in order to get it to not lie and to actually tell you what you want, you need to tell it what not to do. I don't want you to say XYZ. I don't want you to output XYZ. You need to be specific. Number 4, you want to give it as much context and data as you possibly can. Now more than ever, data is so valuable. I'll go back to the beef Wellington example. If you say, hey, make a beef Wellington, and maybe you do give them a document or an SOP on how to do it, they're still going to be winging a few things, right? And think of adding the data as giving them an actual YouTube video on how to make it. Now they have more data points because they have a visual data point on what it should look like and what they should do. And it's the same with AI. Now, if you enjoyed this short video, please give a thumbs up. It really helps me and my team know that you guys like this type of content. And yeah, I hope you found this valuable.